Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for Dr. Stone, the special, or OVA, or whatever. I think it's considered special, not OVA. Either way, Ryusui. I probably said that totally wrong, but there it is. I did increase the volume of my videos a bit. I've been mentioning this at the start of all of my videos, so let me know what you guys think. I did have some people say that the videos were a little too quiet for them. I talked to some other people when I heard that, and they said the videos were fine for them, but they do have it on the higher side when they have like the volume meter up, so I decided to raise it up a bit. I didn't do a lot because I don't want to blow anyone's ears out, and if it's still not enough, I could potentially do more, but I just figured I'd let you guys know. So, yeah, we finished off Season 2. We're here for the special episode. I'm looking forward to whatever this is. I wondered if this, I was told to watch this, so I imagine it's important to watch, right? Even if it's just fun to watch, I'm fine with that too. But I wonder if that means we're going to be progressing the story at all, or whatnot. But either way, I really have no predictions on what this is about. I have an idea of what Season 3 is about because we're, based on the end of Season 2, it seems like they're going to try to figure out what caused the petrification, and their first step is to make a boat. So, do we see any of that here? I don't know. But to find out, we just have to watch. This is a longer episode, guys, so I'm sure you guys already know because you've seen it before, but I did take a peek at the time before starting it, and I saw that it's longer. Luckily, I already had kind of like a shift in my schedule, so I can pretty easily record this tonight without having to worry about recording anything else and recording for longer than I normally do. So either way, that's just my own scheduling crap. But yeah, let's get started with this, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh. What? Are we putting on a play? I like how Kahaku's a part of it when she wasn't even there. I mean, obviously they tell the story. I'm aware of that, but... I like how Senku isn't playing Senku. Nice. Chrome is very skilled at falling solidly. Yeah, Mira, I never really knew about this story, right? That was her name? Yeah. She was in a coma when this happened, so... This is great. This kind of reminds me of the Avatar Last Airbender play. A little bit. Is this how they're sharing the true story to all of Tsukasa's people? Rather than whatever lies they may have said? Okay. I love Chrome Senku impression. This is exhilarating. They're starting to believe. So this is kind of their introduction to the Tsukasa Empire people. That's fun. So everyone's right on board. I love his microphone. Has no wire, so I assume it's not doing anything, but I love the idea of it. Oh man, I love the show. What the heck's Yo doing on stage? Well, I don't think you know about the ships that we make in not even modern times, but were they going to the rocks or something else? Okay, I guess I have something covered. Oh, okay, they're putting their designs up on there. Yo's is gonna be like the worst one, probably. Wow! It's actually a pretty good design. Props, Magma. Like, I don't think it's good enough to go across the ocean, but it's really cool. He's just gonna be the butt of every joke, isn't he? Yo's growing on me. I didn't like him at first, and I wish he would have just stayed gone, but oh my god. That thing. He's grown on me, I will say, guys. I will say he is. I like how we even put their flag on it. I didn't notice that before. Aw. Yeah. Nice. That's it. Oh no, Magma. No, no. No, Kazuki. Yeah, recruiting all the muscle. Yeah. All those strapping men. Alright. Time to build a ship. So this is about building the ship. Wow, look at it. That's so cool. Oh, it's big, but you gotta make it big. That's a cool little, like, island place there. It's not an island, I don't think, but, like, cove. It's really neat. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Yeah. We need a captain. 10 billion skill points. Hmm. Oh, who's the captain gonna be? Hmm. It is true. Oh! Oh, someone she isn't a fan of? Or a prior relationship to? Yep. Man, so not only do they have to find the right person, but they have to hope he's intact too, huh? That's rough. Because the only people they can put back together are the ones that were recently broken, right? Okay. That's how they used it at the end. They just had some laying around still. Oh. Oh, so is this what was at the end of season 2? Okay, not as ominous as I thought it was gonna be. Jeez. Well, he's gonna have one hell of a world he's about to wake up into. Senku. Sorry, guys. The way I'm sitting keeps making my chair move and squeak. Senku's just gonna do it while they're talking. Yep. Alright. I like how there's a little bit of a nautical theme to the music. Whoa. Nice light rays. Ugh. Alright. Oh, we get an opening. Good morning, world. Cool. I think this is the... Might have been the first opening? I might be wrong. Oh, it sounds different. Maybe... Guys, I am really bad with music. I can never identify when, like, when an anime opening plays. Oh. Interesting. Ooh. Whenever an opening plays, I never know. Like, during an episode, I'm like, is this the first one? Is this the second one? I don't know. I could never remember. It's not that I can't remember. It's like I recognize the song, but I just can't place it. I don't know. There's something the way my brain's wired. I don't know. This is cool. It said good morning world, and then in parentheses it said new. Like new world. I wonder if I was right and it is slightly different, and they like made a different version for this. But it could just be that that's what the original song was called. Well, this guy seems a little much. No. Oh. Stop panning down! Go back up! She runs away. Oh no! Poor Nikkei. Nikki. Cool outfit though. I want this. I like him so far though. He has that overconfident personality, but not in a way that so far feels like it's belittling other people around him. Oh, storm coming? Yeah, this is the guy you want. If he can tell this. Yep. Those be storms. And he's out there helping, too. I like him. Oh. Interesting. He's already thought of that. Hmm. Oh shit. Oil? What? Hmm. uh, got a lot of it, or got a lot of resources, but not a lot of it, I guess. I said that badly. I'm sorry. I should have just left it to him. He said it the right way. Best eyes. Best ears. Nice. Mmm. Claiming territories and stuff. He's already starting a business. Well, not making currency. Yep, owning oil. Hmm. Oh no! Everything's being converted to currency! Oh. And so it's begun. I can't speak tonight, I'm sorry. Hmm. It's true. It's just handing out money left and right. Hmm. Trust. Nice. Just crazy cleave. I cannot talk tonight. Am I having a stroke? Crazy tree climbing is what I tried to say, but somehow said crazy cree. Whoa! That's beautiful. Is that Mount Fuji? I don't know enough about Japanese geography. Or the geography of Japan. That's the better way to say that. Oh, okay. It is Mount Fuji, okay. Damn. Well, time to free a cartographer. Oh, we need to fly. Oh. Senku's like, time to make planes next. Are they gonna make gliders or something? Alright. Get him working. Hot air balloons! Not what I was thinking. But, I mean, if you can make the big balloon, you just need to produce the heat, which they already have, like, furnaces and stuff. Oh, just wait. I don't get it either. It's so short. That's great. I love it. I love how big the piece of paper was he drew on it too. Uh. Cool. I didn't know that. I kind of wondered the same thing, but hmm. Poor Ryusui, huh? Yeah. Nice. Those two are gonna start button heads. Nice. Episode 1. Nice. Poor Magma. Yep. And again. Episode 2. Yeah. Cool. Yep. It's a lot of work. Hmm. Yeah. Let's make a loom. We'll make whatever tools you need. Holy shit! That is one hell of a creation. We didn't have much time. Did you want an electric one? She's in heaven. Why is he laughing? Oh, Taiju. Cloth acquired. No, no. Oh. Gen's at it again. $10,000. Oh my god. No. Dude. Oh, look at all the designs. Oh my god! She's gone berserk. Ooh. Music. Oh! Oh, it's a fashion show. Yo. Jeez. They're just making outfits. His face. Suika. Oh, Kaseki! Look how good he looks! That is expensive. I fell in love with you, buddy. Go ahead and fall in love with me. Oh, man. Hmm. So we're gonna have all kinds of fancier outfits going around too. Wait, this is only hurting me, isn't it? Leave it to them to just abuse the system. Oh. He just takes off. Oh boy, some crazy ass math. Oh. Oh. She's killing it. Yeah, they've probably been doing this for a while. Yep. Are they about to battle again? Oh my god. Whee! Alright. Hmm. Hmm? I'll let you deal with that. He's trying to bait him. It's definitely not the one he pushed out, right? So he's trying to bait him into grabbing a different one. Oh! Huh. What they thought they had gotten but lost. Huh. Thank you. They're so devious. Got him. Oh my god, Gen. He's paying us? Oh man. Yeah, Chrome. He made it. I'm way too interested. Oh, come on, Chrome. Oh, I want him to go. I mean, I guess there's gonna be more than one. This is just for the first trip, right? Cool. Yeah. Did Gen... I couldn't tell what happened there. It looked like it was... Like, it showed us an undershot of the cards. Did he purposely have that one out a little more? They're testing? Ah. Cool. Oh! Oh, that's gonna be so cool for Chrome, man. The kids, too. Oh, Kazuki. Chrome's gonna see the curvature. Ah, cool. Yeah. I didn't think about that. Ah. That's great. The birds are probably like, how are you guys up here? That's crazy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh. Cool. Oh, okay. Alright. Scary. Oh no. Green, get it? The face is insane. Oh my god. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. That's scary. Jeez. Oh my god. That's actually, like, I know it's, like, exaggerated anime stuff, but it looks so cool. Oh, that's so scary. Oh, shit. What? Oh no. That's why they weren't ascending as quickly as he thought they should be. Damn. Oh, that's so scary, man. Oh, Senku. Oh. Well, definitely don't jump out of the thing. I hope that's not what he's thinking, but... Don't run, go straight in? Oh my god, they're gonna go above the clouds. Just barely avoid it. Jeez. They gotta be careful not to burn the cloth, though, right? Revival fluid. Oh. Oh, damn, okay. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Oh, no, Senku! Did he get blown off? He's hanging on. Oh, shit. Pull him up. They don't even realize yet, I don't think. Cool. This is intense. Jeez. Hang on, Senku. Is he gonna grab his hat? Of course he is. Jeez. That's cool. Damn. Credits, no. Ending so quickly. Oh. Nice. Well, not without trouble. Very poetic of you, Kohaku. Yeah. Nice. Make people think it's their idea, and they'll go along with it a lot easier. Is he still just hanging on to the side, or is he back up there? By the way, where's Senku? Oh my god. Alright. Yeah. Nice. Alright, is that gonna be it? I think so. They didn't have any kind of outro credits or anything. Alright. That is it, guys, for the special. Awesome. So, we were introduced to the new character. He's the one that, he was the one that we saw at the end of Season 2, right? I feel like that definitely was him. I thought that was going to end up being something more. I thought it was going to be someone, like, where we're freeing people near where the petrification happened to, like, ask them questions or something and try to, like, see if any of them have answers as to what might have happened back then. And I thought that person might have been, like, one of the ones that's key to discovering it or something, and it was teased at the end of Season 2. But no, it was just teasing for the special, which was right up next. But yeah, so they started working on the ship, so that's cool. And while that process is happening, because obviously it's going to take a long time to build the ship, we work on other projects and stuff. But so we have this captain that can captain the ship, but he's also a businessman, and so the first thing he does is, you know, claim property and create currency and stuff like that. I will say, as the episode went on, I grew to accept it, but I wasn't the biggest fan of someone new just coming in and introducing this, like, whole currency network, and then because we needed the oil, like, and he just kind of, like, I mean, he did, like, bargain, right? He was like, I'll get you across the world, but I get access to the oil, right? So he's saying, like, I'll give you my services, but I need this in return, right? So he is giving something to get something. But I don't know, he just kind of stepped into the story, and I liked him at first, but then all of a sudden he's like, you know, that oil you're talking about that you know how to get to, that you're gonna go find, is now mine, you know? Like, and then he makes a currency and says, if you want to use it, then to get around the world, I'll be your captain. That was the deal for getting the, that was the deal for, sorry, my brain's farting. Right, yeah, so the deal was, like, he'll be their captain, but he gets the oil. But if they still, that doesn't mean they get free oil, which means that the Kingdom of Science now has to do things to make the money that they can then use to buy the oil. But then, because of that, everyone else needs to find a way to acquire the money, so that way they can have the money to buy the stuff that the Kingdom of Science is selling, and thus currency is integrated into the whole, like, system of this world. And like I said, if it's funny because if it was Senku's idea, if Senku was like, all right, I think it's time to make currency, I'd be like, all right, he thinks that's what it's time for, you know, so let's do it. But the fact that it was just someone who came in, and I know the story moved quickly because they're moving it along fast, but it kind of felt like he didn't even really know what was going on there yet. Like, he probably did. We probably time skipped him learning everything that had happened, but for us as viewers, he just kind of appeared, and then was like, okay, now I'm gonna introduce these new rules into your society without even really knowing their society yet. But like I said, he probably did. It was just my perception of it, right? So, but but overall, I do like him, and like the currency thing didn't bother me as much, especially because I found it funny how, you know, Senku and Gen started using it, and uh even to Ryusui's disadvantage, right? Um, I just I ended up not mind. I'm still not the biggest fan of it because there were small aspects of Tsukasa's thinking that I feel like are now being brought up now that he's not in the picture. It's like, okay, well, we already have someone who was a, you know, this is kind of like the biggest fear of Tsukasa, right? Is this billionaire trillionaire being awoken from the stone and is already starting to lay claim to things and creating currency and really like bringing back that part of the world that maybe isn't, you know, depending on how it's utilized and how it's manipulated and everything, can be a negative thing, but it can be a positive thing too. So I can't dismiss the idea that it can be a positive influence to their society. And it does, you know, I mean, the idea of currency and needing currency to acquire things does motivate people to then go participate and get jobs. Like some of those, they had that play in the beginning, right? And they were using it to try and give the story and motivate the people to help. But that doesn't mean all those like strapping strong men were gonna help. Like in a nice wholesome anime like this, yes, they're probably gonna help. But in reality, a good chunk of them could be like, oh well, I don't know why should I have to toil away at these tasks, right? What do I get out of it? But now with currency introduced to the system, you could pay them for their efforts, and that could be the motivation they need. So we got a lot this episode, though. One really interesting thing with that Ryusui brought up is the idea that the wood is different after 3,700 years. So I never knew that. Is that something? Because I know we like have genetically enhanced, or maybe not genetically enhanced, but like maybe it has to do more with like breeding certain like plants together and trees together. And I know like bananas now taste like way different than they originally would have tasted like naturally tasted like. And that's because we've like modified and done whatever. But do we do that to just normal trees too? It's really, I never really thought about that because, or at least maybe the trees that are used to make things like boats like that and everything. If that's the case, did we do that back then, or is that why some ships just weren't reliable back then, right? Because I mean, we did have ships that sank back then, like on their maiden voyage and stuff like that too. So maybe it was because the wood wasn't super great, or maybe they did other things to reinforce it as well. But I just thought that was really interesting that they were saying that the wood alone from those trees just isn't strong enough because of like it hasn't been treated and manipulated the way that however we do it these days. I don't really know the science behind it, but I really thought that was a interesting fact and an interesting thing to learn. So but yeah. Man, there was so much this episode. I like the whole like crafts thing. Like we got into the whole hot air balloon, and to do that we needed the cloth, and to do that we needed the other stuff, and like or the hemp or whatever. And I really like that they just went off and managed to recruit the people. And I like how it kind of like it repeated itself a little bit, but I mean that's the thing about science and gathering and different things like that is it's repetition. So some of the repetition they did was the way they convinced people to start doing things. It did feel like that same similar thing that they were doing of like, hey, you know, just I don't need to like replay the episode, but but yeah, they just kind of had similar methods in their ways of talking the people into doing their bidding, essentially. But I still loved all that, and I mean, we got the hot air balloon. The adventures in the hot air balloon was crazy. I loved Chrome being able to go. I don't know if I'll be able to find that scene very easily. I am really curious if Gen helped make it so Chrome like won that, right? But either way, it was like a really cool moment having Chrome be up in the here we go. So it I didn't go back far enough. But just the idea that they had no idea that the Earth is round and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. It looks like it is sticking out a little more, and I don't know if Gen did that on purpose or whatnot. But either way, going back at it again, it was already sticking out when they showed us the shot of it from underneath. So I think anyway, regardless, he won it, and I love that he won it. I love that he was able to go up there, and it's probably a good thing that he was the one that went up there because, maybe those other two, maybe Senku and Ryusui would have figured it out, but I don't know if I'm saying his name properly. I'm doing my best. It's kind of like one of those ones that's just a little bit more difficult to say. I could say Nanami, which is his first name, if I wanted to, but yeah, either way, he did have the idea while they were up there to just like push through, and like I said, maybe the other two would have came up with that anyway. But it's a good thing he was there, and I just, like I said, love that moment when he was able to witness the just flying, being up in the air. That's got to be such a crazy thing for them. And I mean, really, all the people that saw it too, all the people of the not the Science Kingdom, of like originally of Ishigami Village and everything that saw that were probably like, wow, right? Like I can't even imagine seeing something of that caliber for the first time. And I mean, I'm trying to liken it to something that I witnessed in my life of seeing for the first time, but I guess I can't quite think of anything that I wasn't already, that like I've seen that that was like newly invented, right? I mean, I guess I was like around before smartphones were a thing, and then smartphones became a thing, but it was such a transition, right? Like I grew up through that transition. It wasn't just like the phone they're using, right, to a smartphone, right? It was a flip phone into like the razors or whatever, which were also flip phones, but a little bit more like thin and like sleek. And then like I remember seeing like the Blackberries and everything, and then we had the ones that were like, I think they were called the Sidekick, where you could like flip the screen up. I always wanted one of those when I was a kid, but they were too expensive and my parents wouldn't get me one. And then we went into like they weren't flip phones, but they like slid up, but they had like a touch screen on the front. And then I think that's when like the smartphones really started after that. So it was such like a slow transitional process of like all this different technology coming out and progressing, that it wasn't just like suddenly we're flying, right? So I can't really think of anything that really fits for this, but yeah, must have just been truly incredible to see. Anyway, I know there's more. What am I forgetting? I don't know why I keep thinking about Taiju just working on crushing that hemp or whatever with the giant stone, and he's just pushing it. The other guy's like, and Taiju's just like, just laughing the whole time. Oh, this is so funny. I don't know why he was laughing, but I love the imagery. Like, I mean, the show's always done that, like, kind of, we had the representation of Mother Nature kind of over the sulfuric acid and stuff like that. Like, so we've always had that sort of imagery in the show. I love the imagery of like the dragon skull in the sky of like the cumulus nimbus or whatever. I think I said that right. It was just a really cool imagery, and I thought it was like the art on it too, of it being like more realistic looking clouds, but then like the more anime sort of style lightning coming from it. There was something about it that was just very, very cool to see. I also love how Chrome ran all the way. That they said that was a 2-day trip, right? And then they did it in a couple hours with the balloon. So that means Chrome ran, you know, maybe if he ran fast enough, he did it in less than 2 days in order to get there, so that way he could try to be one of the ones that went up. That's crazy, because he was there with Kohaku and Ukyo, right? Yeah, on the phone, and then he ran there. So that's pretty crazy. I didn't even realize that I mean, I guess it was before, like, I'm seeing, like, skipping through the episode, I'm seeing that moment, and I see they have all the cloth stacked there, and they said they needed to make a little bit more, I think, if I remember, she said that. And then they had to make the balloon and all the other stuff, so he probably did have a couple days to get there. I was gonna say, for some reason, like, my memory just kind of jumbled everything, and I was like, oh, I think that he started running when they already had the balloon done and were doing, like, the raffle, but no, he started running way earlier than that, so we're good. We're good timeline-wise. A lot of fun goofs with just, like, Yo and Magma, which I did say during the reaction. I wasn't a big fan of Yo in the very beginning, because when he was first introduced, I felt like he was kind of that, like, you know, Americans kind of have, like, a really, like... I shouldn't say that. I'm generalizing. I apologize. I take back that. Some Americans have kind of a bad view on the way our police system works and everything, and I felt like Yo kind of had some of the vibes of what we dislike about cops, right? Like, shoot first, ask questions later, stuff like that. Like, so I initially, like, didn't like him. And I mean, obviously he first showed up as an antagonist to our protagonist, right? So you're not supposed to like him right away, but I was watching some other reaction channels, and they seemed to, like, really warm up to Yo a lot quicker than I did. And now I don't let that color my own opinions, but I did, like, it did make me, like, try to give him another chance, and now he's just kind of like the butt of the jokes, and I don't, like, just actively hate him anymore. I'm just kind of like, he's here, some of the stuff with him is funny, and that's kind of where I am with him. But yeah, just some of the arguments with him and Magma were just kind of funny, because, you know, he's not the brightest bulb, but he tries to pretend he is, and then, like, he's obviously, like, in the back of his mind, he's like, I shouldn't belittle these people, but then he does anyway, for the most part, or whatnot, but yeah, it was just like a fun little gag, I suppose. What else? I want to talk about the clothing line, which is pretty cool. Like, apparently with like the cloth and all that they were able to make, clothing. Like, more, they already had some pretty decent clothing, right? But now, like, even more fancier outfits, and I loved, like, the fashion show and all that, like Kaseki in his 3-piece suit and everything. But man, some of those prices, like, their market, but I guess it is based off of yen, probably. They are in Japan, which is much larger numbers than I'm used to. So seeing, like, that suit being 256,000, right? Really, that's like $256, right? Or maybe 2,500. Which, for a really fancy suit, I mean, $256 for a really fancy suit is actually cheap. But I think it might be 2,500, because I think it's 1 to... Is yen 1 to 100, or is it 1 to 1,000? Either way, okay, I'm not going to sit here and do the math. regardless, even if it's 2,500, like for a really fancy suit, that's actually like not terrible. But the big problem I'd have with buying like fancy outfits in this world is they don't have like washing machines and stuff. So like how do those clothes hold up when you're cleaning them in like a river, right? So like you're spending an obscene amount of money for a fancy outfit to then wear it a couple times and then need to clean it, and then you also have to keep it clean. Like yes, they have like buildings ish and everything, but I don't think they have like closets and wardrobes in places that are gonna keep like the dirt away and everything yet. So I mean, obviously I know it's just a fun thing, a way for them to make money and make some better outfits, and it kind of addresses like there were already some outfits that I was like, wow, they can already make that, and I just thought that in the back of my mind, but I wasn't gonna poke at the show, right? But but now we kind of have like an excuse as to why they have like higher quality, more fancier outfits, and now they can kind of put the characters in whatever clothes they want from, because that'll look like modern clothing, right? So pretty much anyone can be wearing anything now, and I'm not going to be like, they have that in this world, because they addressed it here, so that's always fun. But it's also fun that they used all people from Ishigami Village originally to showcase the outfits, because they're the ones that really never had fancy outfits like this. So I just thought that was just like an interesting choice to do, rather than having it be someone who's used to those outfits. But yeah, fun episode, man. Gen was on point with the manipulation, the mentalist side of him just coming in really clutch, and the whole like making the loom. I love how she's like, could you make a loom for us? And they're like, yeah, sure. And they just come out with this like crazy like, just it looked way more than what I thought she was gonna get. But yeah, really pumped out the cloth, and that's awesome. Very cool. Kind of skipping through the episode because there was so much of it that I don't want to forget. The whole landscape changing because of Mount Fuji going off, like, I think he said upwards of possibly 10 times, causing so much of the landscape to change that, I mean, I didn't even talk about that. I talked about them having hot air balloons, but the whole point of those is so that way they can get an aerial view of Japan and start mapping it out. So, and I mean, really, there's probably a lot of other land masses that have volcanoes that potentially could be changed as well. So I wonder if that's gonna... I imagine that's gonna be something they factor into them traveling, right? Is, like, South America might not even look as much like South America anymore, or I wonder, like... That's one of the cool things that I'm excited for, is to see what kind of mysteries they're gonna display for us with, in that regard. Like, could like the tectonic plates have shifted, and is like 3,700 years long enough for tectonic plates to shift and cause land masses to maybe like split apart or move or merge or something? And I wonder how that will be when we get out to sea and start traveling towards our destination. But anyways, guys, this has been quite a decently long discussion. But yeah, overall, I'd say I for the most part like Ryusui. Like I mentioned earlier on in the reaction, he has that like that overconfidence, like the world is mine and everything. But he doesn't necessarily belittle other people. Like, even when he was talking about being like a pro adventurer and stuff like that, he wasn't saying anyone else wasn't, right? Chrome took it that way and got a little defensive, but throughout the episode, he never really belittled the talents and abilities of other people to make himself seem better, and that's like one aspect of confident people that I dislike, is they tend to, or at least I shouldn't say that. like, just the way some people annoy me is they're very confident in their own abilities, and then they dismiss everyone around them like they're stupid, right? And that's one thing that I don't like, that type of personality. And I was really worried when he was like very confident at the start, but like the more he spoke, I was like, oh, I don't really mind him. He's just like, he's very brazen. He's confident in his own abilities, and he's a businessman, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, very cool stuff. That's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. We're going to be back for Season 3 right after this, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Links in the description below. Down on my Patreon, you'll be able to get 2 more episodes ahead of time, so the first 2 episodes of Season 3 will be on there already if you're watching this on YouTube and not my Patreon. So check that out. And the links will also be popping up on the screen, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.